Hello everyone. In this video we will be solving some questions related to gradient, divergence and curl. Okay, in the previous video we have seen some of the expansions of specific expressions. Okay, if you haven't seen that yet, please watch those videos. I will be put the link in the description box. Okay, let's start the questions. Before we start few questions, let me tell you some points. Okay, that grad phi is equal to partial derivative of this with a union with a unit normal vector where n is the unit normal vector. Okay, you have this formula. Another one, that is this is curl of f is equal to 0. If this is the equation, then this is known as a rotational vector. Okay, irrotational vector. And if div of f is equal to 0, then this is known as solenoidal vector. Next is the necessary and sufficient condition for the scalar point function to be constant is grad of phi is equal to 0. Okay, this is the necessary and sufficient condition for a scalar point function to be constant. Another one is this del dot v is not equal to v dot del. Now here why? Now here this is a scalar quantity, scalar point function. Okay, this is a scalar point function and this is a operator, this is called operator. Now this del is here, this del can be written as, if you expand this can be written like this. Okay, and if it is in dot product with v, now this dot product will get shipped to here and this v will be in the fill in the blanks of this del bond lx and all these. Okay, but here in this case v is first. Okay, then here is the operator, so there is nothing in the fill in the blanks of this, so it matters in the case of this. So this is actually the operator, this is actually the scalar point function. Okay, so both are not same. Okay, you have to learn these things. And the last remark is physical meaning of curl is the velocity of rigid body is twice its angular velocity. This is the physical meaning of curl. And physical meaning of divergence is total loss of mass of fluid per unit mass and time. Okay, so these are few remarks that you need to learn in this chapter. Okay, other from those formulas and expansion, let's do some quick questions. Okay, question number 1 is the find the unit vector normal to the surface z is equal to x square plus y square at point -1, -2 and 5. Okay, so we have to find unit vector normal to the surface. Now here let's take this as a phi. Okay, let's name this phi is equal to x square plus y square minus z square. Okay, now we know the formula that unit vector can be find from this formula grad of phi, this formula. So we have to first need grad of phi, that is grad phi is like this. Okay, and here it is phi. So it is simply I this. Okay, this is grad of phi. Now phi is x square plus y square minus z square. Okay, now we will directly we are not wasting time in writing the value of phi over here. In place we are doing just the partial derivative with respect to x, y and z. So here the partial derivative of x square plus y square minus z square will be 2x. Here it will be 2y, and here will be minus 2j. Okay, and k is here. uh, सही है ना? या नाउ सो इसको सही से रीअरेंज कर लीजिए. 2 यहाँ पर y, यहाँ पे z होगा. z, ठीक है. नाउ बट ग्रैड फाई अब यहाँ पे एट पॉइंट इतना दिया हुआ है, एट पॉइंट -1 -2 एंड 5. तो जहाँ जहाँ एक्स वाई जेड है उसके वैल्यू पे ये बैठा दो. 2 माइनस इंटू -1i प्लस 2 इंटू -2j -2 इंटू 5k. सो ये हो जाएगा -2i -4j एंड यहाँ पहले से माइनस ये माइनस हो जाएगा. ये ऑलरेडी माइनस में है एंड ये 5 में है, तो तीनों क्या है ना माइनस हो जाएगा. तो हम इसको तीनों को पॉजिटिव कर सकते हैं. तीनों को लिख सकते हैं 2i प्लस 4j प्लस 5k. ठीक है. बट ग्रैड फाई इज इक्वल टू, जो हम फॉर्मूला जानते हैं कि ग्रैड फाई इज इक्वल टू दिस. ओके, सो इसका मतलब n हम यहाँ से क्या लिख सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमें यूनिट वेक्टर निकालना है, तो n लिख सकते हैं हम ग्रैड फाई बाय दिस. ओके, हम ये लिख सकते हैं ग्रैड फाई बाय दिस लिख सकते हैं, राइट. One more thing I would like to say here, that we know that this is a unit normal vector. अगर मैं दोनों साइड मैग्नीट्यूड लूँ, अगर मैं मैग्नीट्यूड लेती हूँ तो मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ग्रैड फाई इज इक्वल टू दिस. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये वैनिश हो जाएगा. वाई? बिकॉज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ a unit normal vector is always 1. Okay, so here we can see that this I'm just cutting this and I'm rewriting it here, that grad phi is equal to this. And if you take the magnitude of this grad phi, this will be equal to this. Okay, now why we are writing here, so that when we will find this, we can substitute the value of this. So it will simply be this. Is it clear? What's the need of doing this? We are just simply substituting the value of the partial derivative as it is equal to this. Why? When we take the normal magnitude for both the sides, we get this. Now grad phi, the value of grad phi is very simple, that is 2i plus 4j plus k, and its magnitude will be 2 square plus 4 square plus 1 square, and this is 4 plus 16 plus 1 21. So this is nothing but 2 upon 21 in root I plus 4 upon root 21j plus k upon root 21. Okay, this was so simple, and this is the value of this unit vector. Okay, now example number 2. So this was based on this formula. right? Means this formula is very important. Okay, these are just the remarks, like this is known as a rotational vector, this is known as solenoidal vector. Okay, and the necessary and sufficient condition for a scalar point function to be constant is grad phi is equal to 0. And here we have seen that del dot v is not equal to v dot del, because LHS is scalar point function but RHS is operator. Okay, then we have seen the physical meaning of curl and dive. Okay, and we have seen the first question, how it uses the first remark. Okay, now based on the previous videos of mine of the expansion formulas, properties of del operator, we will be going to solve few questions. Okay, now so this is the next question. Here v is given as x square y z I plus x y square z j and x y z square k. We have to find div of v, curl of v, and curl of, this is actually v. Okay, curl of v. So first we will find div of v. Now here v is what? V is actually, if you see this, this is actually Vx of I, this is Vy of j, and this is Vz of k. Okay, so Vx is x square yz, Vy is xy square z, and Vz is xyz square. Now if we do the if we take the div of v, then I'm directly writing here that this is I, this is I. Here also I is there, so I will get I will equal to this, and this will be like this is the ultimate result of div v. So we have to do the partial derivative of this, and this, and we have to put the formula. We have to put the value of partial derivative. So partial derivative of this will be 2xyz plus 2xyz plus 2xyz is equal to 6xyz. This is the value of div v. Okay, this is the answer of first. Then we have to find the curl of v. Curl of v. So we know that we have to use the determinant for method. Okay, I j k teleport, and v is what? X. This is actually this is the x square yz and all those things. You can simply write it that. Now I just take it here and write Vz is this minus upon del z this. Okay, then again plus j, and this time from this side then k is del upon del, this is okay. Now we have to just do the partial derivative part, and if you do the partial derivative of this with respect to y, you have x y only. So actually this is in bracket. Okay, this is in bracket, and this is also in bracket. So it is xy minus xy square, sorry, this is xz square, because y, with respect to y we are solving, so y is 1, and this is xz square minus xy square. This is I. Again j, for j it is With respect to z, if we solve, we get x square y minus yz square, and with respect to k, if we solve, we get y squared z minus x squared z. Is it clear till here? We can see here that x is common here, we can see here y is common and z is common. Okay, if you wish to further simplify, you can write it and simplify that. All right, now the third number is curl of curl v. So this is actually curl v. Okay, you have to find the curl of curl v, means इसका भी curl करना है आपको. Do you understand? And if you remember one thing, this is actually formula. I told you this should be remembered as a formula, that curl of curl v is always equal to 0. So if you find the curl of this particular thing, you will get the answer 0. Okay, खुद से सॉल्व करो, समझना, खुद से सॉल्व करना, आपका आंसर 0 ही आने वाला है. क्या करना है, खाली डिटर्मिनेंट लेना है, इसका डिटर्मिनेंट लेना. ठीक है? ओके, सो आई एम शोइंग यू फ्यू क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द बुक. आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लेना और इसको घर में ट्राई करना. तो सॉल्यूशंस भी है इसके. ठीक है, इसी टाइप के, इसलिए मैं नहीं करा रही. देखो, कर्ल वी निकालना है आपको जहाँ पर वी का वैल्यू गिवन है. ठीक है, तो इससे आराम से लिख लेना. फिर डाइव कर्ल वी, मतलब सॉरी कर्ल एफ, आपको पहले कर्ल एफ निकालना है डिटर्मिनेंट मेथड से, फिर उसका डाइव निकालना है. तो दिस वन इज ऑल्सो ईजी like this, and then you can also solve these questions similarly. okay, सब ऐसे ही है. okay.